Okay, thank you, Charles. So I want to talk about two new products that we just launched. These are not strips that are oral. These are actually patches that you would wear. Okay, and um, the patches are transdermal, so they're going to just be put on any area in the body. They can be, you can kind of rotate them around. These are putting nutrition directly into your body, and you just replace them once a day. So what happens is when our weight gets out of balance, it's because this GLP-1 activation pathway is impaired, it's sluggish, and these ingredients in the weight burn system is going to increase what's called metabolic burn rate. It's going to make this more efficient. You ever notice, like when you were 18, you can kind of eat anything and it kind of burns off? Well, this is not that, but it's moving towards that. When you optimize your GLP-1 pathways, it helps you burn more efficiently. Your body is utilizing these nutrients in a more efficient manner. That's what's nice about this. Here's the question: how much weight will I lose? It's all over the board. Okay. The key is when you are in an optimal state, your body knows what weight it needs to be at. It kind of knows that intrinsically, innately. We know that when the number one measurement besides HRV is your waist size. Your waist size is really the biggest indicator of your overall health. And if you're carrying extra on your tummy, that's an issue. Every negative disease is magnified with additional weight. Okay, and if you can pinch, that means you have it. And unfortunately, because of the endocrine disruptors and because of the microplastics and the different glycophosphates and EMF, all these things are creating this attack, and that attack needs to be mitigated. So that's part of the tornado, and we're talking about rebuilding the town with the GLP-1 activator. You're going to love this little product. And one of the neat things about this is that this has a blend of ingredients that actually not only will burn fat, but also reset the metabolism to a optimal state. When this process is sluggish, you end up eating the wrong stuff. You also end up eating more of it, and it's just not efficiently burned. And so this is a part of a health regimen. Many of you recognize that I'm a Paleolithic practitioner. I believe in Paleolithic eating. I believe in staying away from reactive foods. I believe in intermittent fasting. I believe in low sugar. Okay. Those are the four cornerstones of my practice. And we have to identify those foods that we're eating either energetically with a Sunridge scan or with a food sensitivity test, like the KBMO test that we've talked about in the past. It's just a finger stick, and it's 5 drops of blood on the card, sends off to the lab within about 2 or 3 weeks. We get the results back to stay away from certain foods. And if those foods are causing inflammation, you got to stay away from them. And it could be healthy food. It could be chicken. It could be turkey. It could be cinnamon. It could be avocados. It could be any number of things. But it also shows gut permeability, and that has to be healed too, because it all does stem back to inflammation. So yes, we want to burn fat, but we also want to get to the root cause. What's causing this problem? Is it stress? When we look at stress, we look at HRV. If you are stressed out about health challenges, if you're stressed out about wealth challenges, if you're stressed out about relationships, you got to deal with that. It's important to get to that root cause as well. Yes, you can optimize GLP-1 activation, and that's important. But also go upstream, okay? What is stressing you out? What is it? Write it down. And then what are the pathways? What's the correction? What can I do about that situation or those situations? And then what do I do to feel better? What I feel better when I do XYZ, workout, sauna, massage, sex, whatever it is. You got to do more of those things because that is going to decrease your stress level. This is going to increase your sympathetic, parasympathetic response. This is going to help balance that equation. If your brain is not shutting off at night, that's an issue. That is going to be a blockage. That's going to be a road barrier to recovery as far as your metabolism. So you have to deal with that. And sometimes things are easy to deal with stressors, and sometimes they're not. But that's okay. Just make that list, and then pick away at it as you can. When you do something naturally, yes, there's a lot of different injections out there that also will do this, but my philosophy is that if we can do this in a very safe, natural methodology, that's always going to be a better pathway. That will always be a better pathway that we can use what I call God's pharmacy to revitalize our tissue, whether it's the pancreas, whether it's the metabolism, whether it's the testosterone, whatever we're trying to target. We want to do this the very best way we can and use what God's given to us, botanicals, extracts, different things that nature's provided to us to give back to the body. And that's what we do here with this product. Each one of these is amazing. I'm going to pick one of these products here. This is called Hops. Excuse me. Hops is an amazing product. And what has been shown with clinical research, even just as recently as last year, that the people who took hops actually had a significant appetite suppressant. And the reason why is this. When you eat something sweet, it triggers something in your body that wants more sweet. If you have hops, there's a bitterness to it, like arugula. It's just not as sweet, and so it triggers what's called ghrelin. Ghrelin is the stop eating hormone in our body, and what that does is that stops our body from wanting more food. It's quite fascinating. So just imagine that I'm not going to want to eat that arugula. I like arugula because I like the way it tastes, but it's very bitter, and hops is very bitter, and so getting this into your system is going to trigger that reaction. Each one of these items that's in the ingredient list has been shown to have therapeutic benefit in weight management and activating GLP-1 activation. So you're gonna like this product. You're gonna like what it does, just like with the rest of our products. Why? They work. They're scientifically validated. This is something that will work, and whether it's 2 pounds a month, whether it's 5 pounds a month, whatever it is, it's moving you in the right direction. There's never any unrealistic expectations. There's just unrealistic time frames. That's all. You want to lose weight, fat percent slowly. Okay, you really do. Why? The skin integrity can only handle so much weight loss per month. Some of you remember that TV show, The Biggest Loser. And they would lose so fast that they looked like a Shar-Pei. I mean, their skin would de-shellac. It would actually move against and not have the integrity to keep it adhered to the fascia. And so skin integrity and all of a sudden there's all this redundant skin. So if you do this slowly, it's better, it's more consistent, and the body can adapt to that. So you're not having these rolls of skin that are getting in the way of things. Okay, so you're gonna really like this product. Now you can put this anywhere in the body. As you can see that these folks are putting it on their arm there. It's a simple thing to do. Again, just use it. Tear it off. It's designed to last for 24 hours, and then you just replace it once that's dissipated, the medication, or the not medication, but the nutrition has absorbed into your body, real simply. I want to just say thank you for being here tonight. This is the fireside chat that I love having.